not knowing, I don't know, have the faintest, there may be some little guy inside the iPhone or something. I have no idea how it works, but I also know what it means. I know what it means to people, and I know how they use it, and I think I know enough about consumer behavior to know that it's one of the great products, maybe the greatest product of all time, and the value it offers is incredible. And I think it has, and Tim Cook, I think it has somebody that, in his own way, is the equivalent of a partner with Steve Jobs that could do one thing extraordinarily well, and more than one application. But one thing, and Tim was the perfect partner, sort of sequentially with him. So it's you sort of know it when you see it. I actually saw it with Geico when I went there in 1950. I didn't know exactly what I was seeing, but Lorimer Davidson on a Saturday in 4 hours taught me enough about what I understood what auto insurance was, and I knew what a car was, and I knew what people went through people's minds. And I knew they didn't like to buy it, but I knew they couldn't drive without it. So that was pretty interesting. And then, but he filled in all the blanks in my mind as I sat there on that Saturday afternoon. And every now and then it happens. Why do you have this? The person you met, there are all these different potential spouses in the room, and then something happens that you decide that this is the one for you. I think it was Rodgers and Hammerstein that Some Enchanted Evening wrote about that. Well, our idea of an enchanted evening is to come up with a business, Charlie and me, and there is an aspect of knowing a whole lot and having a whole lot of experiences, and then seeing something that turns on the light bulb, and that will continue to happen, and I hope it happens a few times to you, but you can't make it happen tomorrow, but you can prepare yourself for it happening tomorrow, and it will happen sometimes.
Hey, Warren,
yeah.
he mentioned Oxy, which I think is a great example.
Yeah.
Where you made the original decision basically on a weekend with some thought, but as the more you learned about Oxy and the asset position they had, their ability to operate in an exceptional manner, and then a strong CEO around capital allocation, I think your confidence in which was reflected in continuing to acquire more shares is sort of that type of process.
It's exactly to the point. I mean, I just learned more as I went along. I learned enough. I'd heard of Occidental Petroleum. Occidental Petroleum happens to been a descendant, not a descendant, but it's a continuation of City Service, which was the first stock I bought. And of course, I knew a lot about the oil and gas business, but I didn't know anything about geology, and so I knew the economics of it. I had a lot of various things stored in my mind about the business, but I never heard of Vicky until I guess it was a Friday or Saturday, and we met on Sunday morning. We made a deal, but that was one sort of deal, and then as time passed, all the kinds of different events happened, and Icon came in. I mean, there were a million things you couldn't predict at the start, and I formed certain opinions as I went along, but then I learned more as I went along, and then at a point when I heard an investor call that Vicky was on, it put things together for me in a way. It didn't mean I knew I had a sure thing or anything like that. I don't know what the price of oil was going to be next year, but I knew that it was something to act on. So we did, and we're very happy we did, and we still don't know what the price of oil is going to be next year. Nobody does, but I think the odds are very good that it was, but not a cinch.